What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Taking a look back, or I've looked at this recently, but gosh, man, this deck is just so fun. It's this water Utopia XYZ deck. It's really just like an XYZ combo deck, but the end boards are truly incredible. It's unfortunate that Super Poly is legal because other than that, the only outs are like Lava Golem, kind of Sphere mode more, but who's playing Sphere mode realistically? And it's like Super Poly. Super Poly is so deadly, but this deck is have your opponent like draw out the deck, because if they don't, they are not. There's a very small chance they're going to be able to play through the end board. Your end board will more than likely be full of monsters where you cannot summon other ones, and every single like spot on these zones will be put up with like negates. It's pretty insane. So why not start somewhere with a anti Nibiru proof combo? So that is 1, 2 Buzzsaw Shark can target itself to special summon a fish from the deck. That is going to be Silent Angler. That's 3. And then I can just go straight into Bahamut Shark. So White Mirror is one of the craziest cards like ever printed, it feels like. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Bahamut Shark. And then I can go ahead and detach there. Special summon out. Totally Awesome. So there we go. 5th summon. Nibiru can now, they can activate or try to, but I do have the Omni negate for it. I can bring back, there with White Mirror, and I get to add an extra copy of Silent. And it's crazy because I have Remora in my hand. I don't even think I'm going to be able to use it. So Crystal Shark, as long as I control a water monster, I special summon the card, and I have the monster's attack. So I can just have the attack of Silent Angler. Who cares? But the important part is it can be used as a level 3 or 4 monster for a number XYZ. So this is actually a free special summon, meaning I can go into, I don't know, number 39 Utopia, right? It's just a free extender at that point. So then I can go ahead and use the effect of the Ascended Sage, which lets me add a rank up spell when used for Utopia XYZ, go into S39, and then I get to rank it up. So just like that. And I get a free special summon there. I can go into yet another Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark can give me another Totally Awesome. And then I can drop the 2 XYZ materials. I can't use Remora. I don't have enough space, which is crazy. So then I can go into F-Zero Utopic Future, which of course goes into none other than Utopic Draco Future. So 2 Omni negates right now, plus a insane monster negate. And then I can go ahead and use the effect of number 99. Go into number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, which is a monster negate. I can detach a material and then, go to end phase, draw phase, summon out another monster. Then, you can also chain the effect of Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, and that's going to get you something pretty interesting. It's like a tech choice, but I think it's pretty good. Galaxy Cyclone, so this lets you target a set spell and trap on the field, destroy it, but then you get to banish from the graveyard and destroy a face-up spell or trap. This is kind of like my out, to like Mystic Mine. You don't always draw into the Crystal Shark. So worst case scenario, if your opponent starts with it, a lot of the times it's not going to be in your opening hand. So when you're going to draw into, Crystal Shark, normal summon over number 90, which is kind of interesting. But also another important aspect of this is when you detach a Galaxy card to negate a monster effect, it destroys instead of just negates. So it actually just has a lot of good benefits. And then you get to summon, anything between, I think it's 1 in 100 of number monsters. So the number 38, so you get a spell negate, which takes, which is really important against something like Eldritch. You get a monster negate, which destroys, which end up destroying a face-up spell and trap. 2 Omni negates, which are follow-up, by the way, because it lets you add back Buzzsaw Shark, lets you add back Silent Angler, and then, you get F-Zero Utopic Future Draco. The deck obviously loses to, a Dark Ruler no more, Super Poly. But again, I think the benefit of this deck, if you can see it here, an entire row of boss monsters. If you like boss monsters, this is certainly the deck for you. Going on to the next combo. So this deck obviously has to play Crossout Designator. I've gone back and forth on Tuna Full Princess a lot. It's actually just got a reprint, which is really nice. It brought down the card. It was like $15, and they just got a reprint in the new set. I don't know how much the new reprint's going to be, but the original is only like $3 now, which is a great reprint. But this is, yes, it can really just stop your plays and you just kind of lose. But I don't think as many people are playing normal hand traps anymore, which is a good thing. And if you're playing against Brandon and they don't open up Super Poly, there's no way they're going to be able to fight through all this interruption. But yeah, this is a pivot point, right? A lot of the times you go into Buzzsaw Shark, but here you can go into Lantern, right? Which brings out another body. And pretty much the only reason I would actually make this play is because I have Crossout Designator in my hand. Otherwise, I'd probably go into just another Buzzsaw Shark to play it safe. I don't know. But I guess at some point you got to like risk it to get the biscuit. I have been playing XYZ Remora really strangely because it obviously has to detach 2 materials to special summon itself. And normally that's bad, right? You want to use the materials. For some reason, I always forget this card, number 4 Stealth Kraken. It doesn't need materials. So when you have this in your hand, it lets you bring back 2 buddies, which can only be used for the summon of an XYZ, a water XYZ, which is fine because you just go into Bahamut Shark. It's just an interruption. So then you can go ahead and detach there, go to Toadally Awesome, make another Bahamut Shark. So like this, the traditional, like the face, like what you see on all the YouTube channels or most of them doing is this little combo right here where you get to go into F0 plus 2 Totallys. But like Remora just does so much more. Like this is just an additional interruption for free, and it's also a very good interruption. So you have 2 Omni negates, a monster negate, which is really good. You protect yourself against Dark Ruler and Omor, which is really important. I main deck Crossout Designator and Dark Ruler, because that's pretty much like the main out answer to this board. If your opponent's not playing Super Poly. So yeah, and then you just get a pop, which is also just really good. You can also do a lot of cool, funky stuff here. So this is, just the free special summon. Unfortunately, I did open up Rank Up Magic, which is fine. But, you don't always have to go into Buzzsaw Shark. So this is going to be Lifeless Leaf Fish. So this lets you Foolish Burial a fish monster. So I'm going to go ahead and, send this to the graveyard. That's Crystal Shark here. This is a free special one from hand or graveyard. So you're seeing the utility of this card. It's a great one of, I can bring that out. Special summon the Silent Angler, and then go into a Bahamut Shark. Unfortunately, this is an anti-Nibiru, but at least at this point, you would have to fetch out your opponent's, like, something. Like, Imperm would probably be, like, really good, or Effect Veiler, because you don't want, your search to get, Ash. But, like I said, I did open it up, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm still going to have a very good end board here. So I can go into number 99, giving yourself, that was a pretty, bad hand. Pretty much. I mean, this is the worst that your combos are going to look. And obviously during your opponent's turn, you're going to get another interruption here. Galaxy Cyclone, obviously just a cool little combo there. So Spell Negate, a Monster Negate, an Omni Negate, and then Forbidden Droplets 2 on top of that. Sending, pretty much whatever at that point. This hand is just, sometimes you just get really cracked hands. And whenever you have Crossout Designator in your hand, you just know you're pretty much going to win the duel a lot of the times. So Stealth Kraken, very similar opening, but, when you open the Ascended Stage on top of that, it just makes things so much better. So you can just go ahead and bring those 2 out. Overlay, Bahamut Shark. Whew. This is just going to be a full board, right? I can overlay on top of those. Number 39, I get to search. The Rank Up Magic spell. Overlay on top. Go for Rank Up Magic. And just get my 2 interruptions out. Everything is just, there's a few ways you can go with this. You actually go with Diablos. Like if you're really that worried about Super Poly, I've gone for, I think it's 89 Diablos, where you get to look at your opponent's extra deck. So technically you can get rid of their only target for Super Poly against this end board, because I mean, realistically, this is Garua, right? So you might want to get rid of Garua. I think that's pretty much the only out. It depends on what you bring out after this. This being a light dragon definitely muddies it up, but I mean, you actually just wouldn't have both of these out. So really, if you can just get rid of their Garou, it does let them draw a card. But like I said, you have so much fuel, it may be worth it. I'm not exactly sure, where I stand on that. And I guess you could use number 90, even negate Garua or something like that. Although I probably wouldn't work on the same chain, would it? No, it depends on... No, you wouldn't. But that's okay. I mean, sometimes you're going to lose to some crazy cards. Hopefully Super Poly gets banned, right? I think that's... if it was banned, I think this would be the deck that I would play during the format, not the Spellbook deck. Obviously, you want to wait, because this is a free special summon. It's literally just a free rank 4. It's one of the best 4 extenders in the entire game. And then you get to use cards like Pot of Prosperity. So the strategy for Pot of Prosperity always is to banish 1 Blaze, 1 Toadally, and 1 Bahamut Shark. That's just after a lot of testing. So then, off the top, it's basically that was kind of like White Mirror. That's sort of really what I was looking for, but then I just really found it. When you hard open Utopia Force, it's awesome. You just get to do so much, because then you don't have to worry about getting out Ascended Stage, which is just a lot of 4 extenders. So then number 39, S39, rank up. And then you can overlay on top. Go for Bahamut Shark. Go for Toadally Awesome. And then I just get the 2 extra bodies. So Photon Lord. I really do think this is the best option. The other Utopia one, it's just you have to add a brick to the deck, and it's just a very bad feeling. I hate having bricks. And then during your opponent's turn, you know, just the same kind of combo. A lot of similar end boards, but a lot of different ways to get there. My point being that this deck is just really, really good. I just wanted to show it off a little bit more. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.